Hey everyone, welcome to the show. In this video, we are starring Bowflex 3.1 bench. And if you're like me, you will not be happy when you buy this bench because it has very poor adjustability. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to get much more adjustability out of this bench with a few simple improvements. So about a year and a half ago, I made a video already on this Bowflex bench with some improvements to the adjustability. And that's because I had a 3D printer. So I had made this version. It was the first off, and it worked okay. So since then, I've learned from other people that have purchased this, that have made it themselves, that there are some improvements still that can be made. So let's go through them. So when you buy this bench, there are two versions now that are available. One with a solid piece here, and one with a separation and a bolt that goes through. And I'm assuming they made that change for shipping purposes so they could use a smaller box. Now, it's going to come with this piece that your legs can wrap around. For me, I like to throw this thing away and not use it at all because it's a safety hazard when you're carrying heavy weights. So take this thing off and throw it away. Next, the bench comes locked with a seat that can't move. It's stuck in that position, and this position being perfectly horizontal is not good at all for lifting weights because it is not on an incline at all, and you're going to slip off of this thing when you're lifting any weight. Not going to work out too well. So what I've done, take that bolt out. Here's a new simple 3D part, a little bit smaller than my original version from a previous video. So I've made this one look a lot nicer, blends in much more with the frame. The biggest though design change is that originally I had the cylinder that goes in between the spacer. I had it too large, and this piece had to be cut off in order for the bottom slot to be used. The slot here to be used. So that just didn't work. It was much more work for everybody. The better, sleeker design is to avoid that problem altogether, and that's what I've done here. And this was not my idea. This was suggested to me by a customer who purchased one of these off of me and had that recommendation. So thank you very much. And the next design change is that I've removed a top slot. I used to have 4 slots here total. Well, the top one was never really being used. So remove that one. Now I have 3 adjustments here. That gets me everything that I need in this lower range. And that's pretty much all you would ever use this for, because in actuality, this has more adjustment than the high-end Bowflex. Now, the high-end Bowflex only has 2 adjustment spots. This one has 3. Now, since there's a lot of load on this and I don't want any safety issues whatsoever, I've used a high-strength mounting tape. This one's 3M, but there are a lot of different ones available. And this is for automotive use for exterior grade. So I've mounted it on the bottom and in this little area here. So that's completely bonded, can't come off. The more pressure that's applied, the better the bond. Okay, let's look at the other end. This is actually the more important end. This is where it really lacks adjustability. So they're calling this bench 3.1, and the reason for 3.1, 3 adjustment spots, and the fully declined position, they're calling the 0.1. The other end had no adjustments whatsoever. So I'd like to take this 3.1 and turn it into a 9.1. Now how the heck am I going to do that? Well, let me show you. So my first version, I went from something that had only 1 extra adjustment per slot, and the very top slot didn't have any adjustment whatsoever just because of the position. And the latest version looks like this. Now, I had incorporated magnets at one point. That was overcomplicated, so I removed those. No need for that. Printed in a really cool Bowflex red. So 3 extra adjustment slots per, 4 on the bottom, 4 in the middle, and 1 at the top, and then 0.1 for the fully declined position. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy the redesign of this. A lot of these I put quite a bit of thought into and try to simplify it as much as I possibly can. All of the 3D printing details will be in the Thingiverse link down in the description below, so check that out. These are very structurally sound. They are printed with a very high infill and printed with ABS material as well, which is slightly flexible. Also printed in a direction that keeps the integrity and the strength in the part in the direction that it needs to be. And if you guys enjoy this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like button, because that will allow us to make more videos like this in the future. That's it for this one. Take care, everybody. See you on the next one.